New tonight, we're taking a look at a growing problem in our communities. Children getting a hold of guns in their home and shooting another child. The latest case involves a 10-year-old who picked up an assault rifle. His 1-year-old cousin got shot in the arm. Fortunately, that baby boy is back home recovering tonight. Jamise Price live here in Raleigh tonight with a strong message you were hearing from law enforcement. Jamise.
Yes, Steve, we've been talking about this problem now for months, and it's still happening. Over the course of a few weeks, there have been 3 children shot in our community due to unsecured weapons in the home. And in some of those cases, the alleged shooters are also children. So there's a big push tonight to make sure parents are held responsible.
This has been a horrible nightmare.
Fawn Dockery just laid his 8-year-old daughter to rest in Cumberland County. Investigators say Genesis Dockery was shot in the head by an 11-year-old at her babysitter's home.
As much as we want justice for our daughter, this is something no parent should ever have to do.
Fighting for accountability, on the same day the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office announced manslaughter and larceny charges should be filed against the 11-year-old accused shooter. The family's attorney says the child who pulled the trigger took the gun from a relative.
This juvenile had access to this safe, all right? Either the safe was open and he had access to it, or he had the combination. In my opinion, that is not a secure weapon.
In Edgecombe County, a similar situation playing out when a 10-year-old boy got his hands on this high-powered weapon, pulling the trigger.
They had found an assault rifle in the house that was not secured, and a shot was fired,
hitting a 1-year-old in the arm while his mother and grandmother were in the home.
This could have gone very tragic real quick, where the sheriff and us are doing a death investigation.
Data shows over the last 8 years there have been 49 accidental shootings involving children in North Carolina. 19 were fatal. And sadly, the consequences of an accident become forever.
We're here to seek justice. No real justice, because we cannot go back in time and bring back Genesis. That's the ultimate justice, what we want.
In the case of the Edgecombe County shooting, investigators tell us the initial call came in as a child burned by fireworks. It was quickly determined that was not true. The grandmother and the mother will not face charges for those false statements, but they will face charges for their failure to store firearms. In the case of Genesis Dockery, the Department of Juvenile Justice will determine if the 11-year-old in this case will face charges for her death.